a dragon is not like some kind of a Jesus. A dragon has emotions, deep emotions, and all different kind of dragons, all of them have different kind of emotions. So when the dragon has strong emotions for you, it can be positive, can be negative, it will be felt by you. And something that I want to share with you, my brothers and sisters, is something that I'm not proud of. And that is actually 5 times that I disappointed and even anger my dragon by my side. I love my dragon, but if you can feel the anger and if you can feel disappointment, then of course you can feel this very much and you are feeling so bad whatever you did. I felt so bad for what I did to my dragon. I did not even realize what I have done. But sometimes you and your dragon by your side, you have such a strong connection so that your dragon expects something from you, and if you fail in something like this, in what they expected from you, then you will probably be feeling it. And those are actually 5 times that I failed. I failed to please my dragon. This first one that I want to share is the one time that I was actually busy with something else, with always something else. I was not even contacting my dragon anymore. I know that there was a dragon by my side, but it was feeling lesser and lesser and lesser, and to a point that I was not doing any kind of witchcraft. I was not doing anything, not even thinking about the dragon. And this strong feeling that I felt for my dragon was that time that with this last moment of energy that I donated to the dragon, he just broke my necklace. A golden necklace. It was a golden necklace that I got that was broken in two from nothing, from thin air. But I knew that it was my dragon just showing me, if you are not anymore on the dragon's path, then you don't need this anymore. I could very much understand this, what the dragon was trying to say. You don't need this anymore if you are not following your instincts anymore. If you're too busy with something else than with me or anyone else on the dragon's eye that you have, that you don't no longer need this. It fell on the floor and the golden necklace was completely broken. That was so strange, but I could feel my dragon. That with the last strength and with this in my mind, with this was something that my dragon said, but this was something heavy. I mean, this was difficult to understand, of course, difficult to. Of course you understand this. It was very difficult for me because I felt so bad. I could feel the disappointment of my dragon, and so that I will never do this again. I will always have attention for my dragon. Eyes on me, he says. Eyes on me. And I will keep my eyes on my dragon. And I hope you will do this as well. Your dragon deserves the attention. The second time that my dragon was actually very, not really disappointed, but just straight out angry, was I wanted to test the energy of the dragon. I wanted to test what it could do in light, but also dark. And I wanted to try the blackest dark and really blackest magic of the dragon. I want to know how far it could go. But in my mind, the dragon was always a bit of stopping me from doing this. But I wanted to know what it could do. And what it could do, it was wow, it was really the darkest magic. If you use dragon magic, but in the darkest way, no light at all, then this is truly something made out of pure hate and darkness. Not evil, but darkness. Darkness is not evil. But I wanted to know how far it could go, and it could go straight out to Leviathan's void, the darkest of the darkest. This was actually not allowed, but yet I was continuing it. And with doing so, I made victims. I made victims in my experiment, my little experiment that my dragon was not agreeing on. And so my dragon was actually connecting with this darkness and saying to me, this is something that you won't use again, because this has consequences also for you, because you sense something, it will come back in your face. You created darkness, the darkness will haunt you, the darkness will be with you. And that is what I that is what I learned, and that is why my dragon was so angry. Not because I could make victims, but it could go back inside of my face, and this could cause that I would lose the dragon. And if you have something so chaotic like dark dragon magic, then your dragon can say that this was going too far, and I went too far. And so my dragon was angry for doing this. You felt this inside of your feelings, my dragon lets me know. You felt it inside of your feelings that you shouldn't use it, yet you used it against my will, against your own will even. You have met the void with using this magic. You have met the void in the darkest of the deepest pits that you went inside. Without my help, you will not even get out. Without the help of the dragon, using so much dark energy. But you have dark energy, you can use it, but it cannot be chaos because it can consume you. And what you are creating, this darkness, will haunt you eventually. Yeah, 2 times that I was not proud of what I did. The third one that I was really angering and annoying my dragon was in religions they always pray and get something in return. I was growing up with that idea of pray. I love my dragon. I love him very much. I was not afraid like I was from the Christian God. But this was truly something that I wanted to follow because I felt the dragon. It was so beautiful. But I was raised Christian, and in a Christian way, they always ask something in return. And so I was with the idea, maybe I should say the dragon that he could do something for me. And I said sometimes to my dragon, and I knew somewhere I shouldn't do this, for some benefits, for some help, for some, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you? But yeah, I tried actually to say to the dragon, and that is something that I read as well inside of Dancing with Dragons, the book from DJ Conway. She was actually commanding the dragon, and the dragon was coming. And so in this book that I said I was a bit of commanding the dragon to do something. Of course, I love the dragon, but also as well I was a bit of commanding the dragon. And after a while, I was actually commanding the dragon. The dragon said, enough, I'm not your slave. What do you think I am? And that is also, every time when the dragon is angry or disappointed, every time when this happens, it just strikes you like lightning. It's very, very powerful when the dragon does this. When the dragon has this kind of emotion, these dark emotions. But it's not because they don't love you, it's just simply because they love you, because they don't expect you for you to command them. This is a great mistake of DJ Conway. This was a mistake. My dragon was angry. You cannot command a dragon. You cannot command them. That is simply a rule, universal rule. And after a while, your dragon will be sick of it. They are not a horse. You cannot see them as a horse that you can sit on. They are not your slave. They are not your war material. You are on equal level, on their side, but don't see them as some kind of a playboy or something. They are doing what they want, so they don't have to do anything. They have eyes, they have feelings, they know when they have to interfere. Strikes me every time when the dragon shows his teeth. It's time to stop. It's really, I mean it. Third time, fourth time. The fourth time when I made my dragon just, angry was actually in the same way a bit. I knew nothing in the beginning of my dragon. And I have a video about this. In one of the first videos that I ever made was this dragon's eye that I showed you, that I was stabbing in, that I was showing you how to use it, how the dragon's eye is, what the dragon's eye is. But simply I had not put my mind on the dragon. Whenever I do this, whenever I do a ritual for the dragon, I always put my mind completely on the dragon, because I don't want to lose them inside of this ritual. These are very strong and powerful rituals, so I will not lose them inside of it. But this was a moment that I was filming, I was making a video, and my mind was not on it, even though I was stabbing the dragon's eye like I should do. And the dragon said, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't do this, eyes on me. Whenever you do this, you can get lost inside of the void. This is not a game. Don't see. And that is why, don't see it, that is why this is number 4. Don't see a dragon ritual as a game. Don't see it as some kind of fun. See it as something serious. Because if you want to show them what the dragon's eye is, don't step inside of the dragon's eye. Don't continue and making this ritual complete, because you are not putting your eyes on me. Whenever you are doing dragon rituals, then take care that the dragon is by your side, and don't lose yourself inside of the void, and don't lose yourself inside of the astral plane. Whenever you are doing rituals, put your mind always on the dragon, because your dragon is your guardian and your protector. If you are alone, vulnerable, then everything can happen. The darkest of the darkest can touch you. They are not angry and or disappointed because they don't love you. It's just simply because they love you. It's simply because they have a connection. Keep that in mind. The dragon is never angry or disappointed because they don't like you. It's the other way around. So in this fourth that I want to say, the dragon was angry for not putting my mind on him, and I was understanding very much. Every time when I make the dragon angry or I disappoint the dragon, I have to say that there is always response. Why? Always, because the dragon is very furious sometimes, and I understand very much where this is coming from. So the 5th was actually simply because this is a while ago. This is for the last few years I was not doing this, and I didn't feel my dragon angry anymore. This from the last time was really about this 4th one, that I was not putting my mind on the dragon. But the last time, of course, the 5th time was actually from longer ago, that I could feel my dragon angry, but I didn't know why. Because I do nothing, of course, about the dragon, but simply, this is how you learn. When your dragon reacts negative, if you can feel it, then you just know where this is coming from. You know that you have to change. You have to do something about it. And the 5th one was actually a bit the same, like I did once I understand that the dragon is not that you cannot command the dragon, and sometimes I was saying to the dragon as well as showing me what the dragon can do and showing me others. And this is what my dragon, I made a video about this, made jealous. I was connecting with other dragons. I was making the dragon jealous, even though I was jealous myself of for letting other people inside of my dragon eye, and I couldn't help it. But the dragon as well, your dragon can be very jealous. And this is also what made my dragon angry. And I did not even know that the dragon could do this. But the dragon has so much different kind of emotions. I was coming too close to other dragons that are not in my dragon's eye. I was connecting with them. And my dragon was simply angry. No, you cannot. They don't understand even what you are going to say. That is what my dragon said. They don't even understand what you're going to say. But it seemed that they understood. But he said, only the dragons of your dragon eye, your circle, can understand what you are saying with mere thoughts. Your thoughts are communication for your dragons. But the dragons that are not inside of your circle, they cannot understand it. Even though it seemed like they could understand me, but it was simply this jealousy, this anger, this disappointment that my dragons had. My dragon, my awakener, my number 1, you can say, my love, my desire, my everything, why I am on the dragon's path. And once you are disappointing the dragon or doing something like this, I didn't mean to. You don't mean to do something like this, but they have emotions, a large pile of emotions that they have, and sometimes they can also explode when you are doing something wrong. These are the 5 times that I made my dragon angry slash disappointed. So it's not intended, of course, to do so, but of course it stays with you once your dragon is angry with you. Once your dragon shows this anger and disappointed, of course, like I said, I lost my necklace. That was the last time, and this is what my dragon said. You do no longer need this. And I said, why? because you're gone, because I cannot feel you anymore. That is such an impact. I knew that I had to change. I don't want to lose my dragon. This was so deep. This impact of as well as exploring the darkest magic, exploring this and commanding the dragon. Where was my mind? Of course, this was simply because it was in the book of the Dancing with Dragons by DJ Conway. That you should command the dragon, but that is simply not true. You cannot command the dragon, and your dragon can be very angry with this. They are your connection. You should know much better than that. How not to, of course, with every time when your dragon is angry or disappointed, you learn. You learn. And out of this you learn a lot. And I hope that you learn a lot from this. Because your dragon as well, by your side, has large emotions. So don't hurt their emotions.